It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Herzog.
I'm the comedian.
You're a comedian. We're here to talk about 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 11. Woohoo! This is episode 299, by the way. Do you know that?
Cool. No, I didn't know.
Next week, 300.
Are we going to celebrate?
No.
Okay.
But if you're listening to this, I want to let you know that our other best friend, Adrian Appalucci, right now, if you're listening to this, has a special on Netflix called The Dark Queen. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
No, honestly.
This is so wild. I feel like my dreams are coming true.
I feel like I have been waiting for this for so long, and now it's here.
I feel like I have been doing comedy for as long as she has, and this
Yeah.
is my big break.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Guys, please watch The Dark Queen, Adrian Appalucci on Netflix. Go over to the group. Tell us what you think about her. Tell us what you think about the special. Good or bad, who cares? Just get a little buzz. And you know what? Tell one of your family members or friends. Usually friend. Don't tell your family. Tell one of your
Yeah.
friends to watch the special. And yeah, if we just keep spreading the word, we could heal the world, make it a better place. For you and for me and the entire human race.
My mom
Yeah.
jacked up about the special.
Yeah, of course, because this is a jacked up
Yeah.
special. This is a jacked up time in our lives.
Yeah. This is amazing.
This is amazing. We love you, Adrian. Thank you for giving us this gift of scary, scary comedy.
Yeah, this is what we're living for. Thank you for giving me a glimpse into star power and fame.
Well, this is
I love it.
this is a new life that we're gonna be turning over
Mhm.
our new leaf. Netflix stars for episode 300. In the meantime, also go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast if you want this podcast the day we record it. We have like some negative reviews on Apple Podcasts, and people are like, it takes too long. We have to wait a
Yeah.
whole week. Okay. Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. You sign up for Elite and you get it the day we record it.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, guys. It's hard to watch all of these shows and record it and have it out the same week. It's like not possible.
It's not possible. So just do it. Go over to patreon.com where you will find our other podcasts. Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast. And today's Vinny Guadagnino's birthday.
And guess what? Vanderpump Rules is going to come back.
Vanderpump
pumped.
Rules is coming back. So pumped. And my other favorite podcast, which is Recycled with Noelle and Michael. They're covering Mob Wives right now, season 1. And our other favorite podcast is called BS, where we just
BS, you know? I think the people like it. Last week we talked about how to do laundry properly.
well, I hope you guys learned something. Season 7, episode 11 of Before the 90 Days. We're going to jump into the pool with Tiger, Lily, and Adnan.
All right.
Here's the thing, though. Adnan, for a 22-year-old man,
Yeah.
has some old teeth.
I feel like I haven't even noticed.
Yeah, he needs just a little freshening, maybe a little trip to the dentist, maybe a cleaning. I don't know what's going on there.
He's probably a smoker.
He's definitely a smoker.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hookah.
A lot of hookah, a lot of cigarettes. I mean, cigarettes are really popular everywhere.
I know.
Yeah, it's wild,
Very
especially like
popular.
overseas.
Especially with the kids.
Especially with the kids. I mean, I will tell you, I remember being in Christ the King. I remember being in high school, and this girl came back from like a summer in Italy. She had all these Italian cigarettes. She's like, they don't ask for an age. You could just smoke at any age in Italy. I'm like, okay, Angela, shut the fuck up.
Wow, Noelle, tell me how you really feel about Angela.
Angela from Ozone Park, honey. It's so funny. She deleted me from Facebook too. I wonder why.
I don't know why. Maybe because you talk about her 30 years later on podcasts.
I never forgot that. You could be any age to smoke. Shut the fuck up.
Well, We're not in Italy, but we are in Turkey,
We
and
are.
we're in a cab, and we're going to a surprise. And the greatest part about this trip is the two
Uh-huh.
things that they hope to do is number one, get to know each other, and number two, get pregnant.
Make a baby.
And
She
that,
loves to say make a baby. That's like her way to say everything is make a baby.
well,
Like you don't know your husband. You don't even know
you
him.
you have to get to know him and also get pregnant.
Well, it's also like I think I don't know. It's like she's a little older, so maybe she
Yeah.
feels like I'll just do this at the same time.
What, get to know? I mean, I don't know.
Get
Can
to
you
know him
take
and
like
get
a week
pregnant.
to to know him? I understand you're older, but like another week, it is not gonna, kill all your eggs.
He posted a newborn online. I don't
Right.
know if it's their newborn, but everybody's saying it is. But he didn't write like a caption
Right. He's
about
just
it.
like, here's a baby.
Yeah,
All right.
right.
Well, they're going to the Grand Bazaar. Maybe they got a baby there.
This Grand
She,
Bazaar, every time anyone on 90 Day goes to Turkey, they show
Mhm.
this and it's just so nice.
Yeah, we have to go there. It's
Yeah.
like, what, but every country has like
Yeah, it's just well,
the market.
what's their names? Shekinah and Sharper went there. Like a
Mhm.
few people went to it when they were in Istanbul and it just looks so cool.
Yeah. Or the Portobello Road Market in London.
Sure.
Portobello Road, Portobello Road. No? Okay.
That's like the Sarah City song.
Welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome, Starrett at Spring Creek. Welcome to the neighborhood. Starrett at Spring Creek, you and me.
She sang that to Roger's mother, just so you guys know.
I did like 100 times.
You did. She was like, I have never heard this song.
I'm like, well, you're gonna hear it so many times that you're gonna make up for every time you didn't hear it
that was
in
so
the
funny.
90s.
Very funny.
I'm like, one more time with
Uh-huh.
feeling.
It's true. And then Roger's like, what's she doing? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know, but you know what? Listen, if she didn't like me, she wouldn't have wanted a picture only with me.
Solo dolo.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
So shout out to Roger's mom. So they're at the Grand Bazaar and she gets a fake Louis Vuitton belt.
She also got a fake Louis Vuitton backpack.
She sure did. She
Yeah.
wore her stiletto heels.
Well, she didn't know where she was going.
Right, but what place would that? I mean, only if you were like, we're gonna practice sitting in chairs.
Right. And she has on a fur coat.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I would have asked a few questions.
This isn't a daytime fit.
Okay, but I would have thrown this on and then said, do you think that this is a good idea? Yes or no?
He would have just said yes, probably.
He would have
Men
been
are
like, yes,
stupid.
baby.
Right. Men are dumb.
This is
So
true.
like, yeah, sure.
He carries her down the stairs so fast. I'm like, oh my
no,
God.
I know. It was very scary, but also go him. That's young boy energy.
Yes,
Young
it
guys can
is.
do that.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Young guys can do that. Like a
22 years
20-year-old
old.
guy can fly down the stairs with you. Mhm.
40, not so much. So she's wearing a tight dress and she's like, I am so hot. And he's like, well, that's too bad because you can't take off your jacket because you're
Right.
wearing a spandex dress from Fashion Nova.
But he was fine with her because she had a fur coat on over it.
Well, she had a coat over it. Yeah, you can't really see
Right.
anything. I get it.
No, I know, but it's like, girlfriend, a fur coat? That's a commitment.
Well, she's trying to explain to him that she can take off her coat, and he's trying to explain to her that she cannot.
That she cannot. Uh-huh.
And then in the confessional, he says something, and I quoted it.
Mhm.
Quote, I'm a man. I know more than her. Now,
Uh-huh.
those two things are true separately.
That he is a man.
And he does know more than her, but it's
not
not
because
he's
he's
a
a
man.
man. Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
And she feels like she's gonna pass out.
Guess what? Go lay down.
But
It's going to
also,
happen.
you had that time there. You didn't get shoes the whole time you were
You
there.
didn't get shoes. Also, get a lemonade.
Get a lemonade. That would be great.
Get a lemonade. You're
I
so
had a
hot,
Whole
get
Foods lemonade recently. It was very good.
Get a lemonade. Get a bag of ice maybe and put it on your neck because you're about to pass out.
But also, what if she took off her dress and she just held it? I mean, her dress, her jacket, and held it in front of her.
I mean, I'm sure she has a BBL.
Does she?
I don't know. I'm just making that up, but probably.
I don't know. She needs a shower.
Well, she wants to
No.
buy something to wear. So she wants to buy new shoes
Hey, what
and
is
like
he trying to get her like an Istanbul sweatshirt? Because he was like, "Do you like any of these?"
Okay, but you know what I would have done? I would have been
What?
like, actually, I do. And I would have gotten a nice little Istanbulian dress
Right.
that looks like a muumuu.
Or a
And I would have gotten
sweatsuit.
some nice house slippers. But I don't think the sweatsuit was really cooling her down.
No, I know, but it's like, they definitely have those comfortable flats, almost like Chinese slippers.
Yeah, he had them
Yeah.
out. So yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I would have done. But she can't. She can't.
That's the thing. She can't. She doesn't
Well,
want to,
guess
and
what?
she can't.
I
What?
would have been a housewife.
Yeah, I mean, she is very contradictory.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're gonna pass out, I
Right.
would have been like, buy me scrubs.
Right. Get me anything to
Mhm.
feel better.
Yeah.
Also, how
doesn't
about we
care.
sit for a few minutes?
Why don't we get a lemonade?
Why
Why don't we get an Istanbulian lemonade at
Sounds
the
good.
Grand Bazaar? How about we get a Grand Bazaarian lemonade?
Maybe there'll be a little mint in it.
I was just gonna say that. No,
Yeah.
do we even have two brains, or do you think
No.
we each have half of one?
I have to tell you, I think we each have half of one because even you and I were out last night, and the way I was talking to people, I'm like, this is the way Tracey would talk to people.
What did you
This-
say?
Just like we had, like a friend came over to say hi.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way I was talking to him in such a phony baloney way. Like in a really fake happy to see you, but like, am I fake happy to see you?
Okay, let's impersonate. Okay. Hi,
Okay.
Noelle. It's so good to see you. I'm a friend.
Wow. Oh my God. I haven't seen you in so long.
I know I haven't seen you either in so long, and I'm very happy to see you.
Yeah. Did you know Tracey was here?
Okay, the funny thing is he came over to say hello to me, and I went, "Oh my God, it's so nice to see you. Did you see Noelle?" And I literally said to him, "Your
That was
way."
the first thing I said. I said, I'm like, did you see Tracey?
I said, "Did you see Noelle?" We're both
See?
trying to pawn people off on each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't need her here with me because I could just act just like her. So funny.
Yeah, but it backfired on both of us because he just kept going back and forth.
I know. And he just
I'm
kept
like, "Did you see
hugging
Noelle?"
us. I'm like, no,
Crazy.
Tracey, hug her next.
I'm like, "No, Noelle said that she's not finished saying hello to you."
Tracey wants another hug.
Noelle is dying to talk to you more.
Noelle's parched for a hug.
She wants some mint hug lemonade.
Oh God. And I'm like, oh, and then then I'm like, oh, we're with this is Roy. He's a celebrity psychic. He goes, no shit. That made me laugh. I was like, that is a good reaction to a celebrity psychic.
Oh God, so funny.
No, I had a great time, and Roy was a great guest. I was telling Tracey, we had a friend with us, and he was so much fun to hang out with.
Yeah, guys, go follow Spirit Talk with Roy on Instagram. We love
Yeah.
him. Okay, so they go on this boat,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not gonna let the boat guy bring her on the boat.
He like stands in his way.
He's like, no, I got her. But he
Yeah.
don't got her.
He don't got her. He don't got her like he did on the stairs.
The boat drifts away from the dock.
Oh God, that's so
He's
funny.
like, excuse. He's like, no, you're right. You're right. I
will say, I really like Adnan's style. I think he has such good style.
No, he dresses.
I've been noticing it every episode, but this episode, I'm like, oh, I like this jacket, these glasses. Like he has such good style.
Yeah, no, he does.
Yeah.
So she hears the call to prayer while they're on the boat,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Oh my God, I totally respect whatever religion this is that you think you are."
Right. I totally respect your Catholicism.
She's like, right. So she asks about she's like, "But wait, I just want to ask you one thing. Like, am I not allowed to wear this?" And he's like, "What, baby?" But okay, so here's the thing. She's confused, but he won't answer a question directly.
Well, that's the problem. He doesn't give her straight answers, and I think it's because he knows she's gonna say some outlandish shit, like you have to swim in a t-shirt. Shut up.
Okay. So he doesn't know why she's confused. And then she's like, "Yeah, but like my doctor." And he's like, "Your chiropractor is not a doctor." And
Yeah.
you know what?
He's right.
You're right.
He's like, I don't want you seeing this man 3 times a week.
It's like, yeah, I also don't want you seeing this man 3 times a week. Go to
Stop
a real
seeing your
doctor.
chiropractor also 3 times a week. That's
Then-
asking for paralyzation.
She starts talking about double standards. And he's like, "Okay, great. Yeah, I can't wait to wear a shirt in the pool."
Right.
And he
He's
looks into
basically
the
like,
camera.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he looks into the camera and he goes, "I am lying to make her stop." And it's like, yeah, we know what you're doing.
I know, but it's like, she totally loses me by this whole double standard thing.
Yes, it's a double standard. Yes. Guess what? I'm going to tell you a secret, Tiger
Uh-huh.
Lily.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Government name Tiger Lily
Yeah,
question
I
mark.
know. You made
Okay.
up your name, Tiger Lily.
Okay. In America,
Yeah.
it is also standard
Mhm.
for a man to be able to show their bare chest and a woman not.
Right.
I'm just letting you know. I don't know if you knew that. I understand that we could wear bikinis and we could wear crop tops and we could wear other things that are more revealing, but it is still kind of standard practice for a woman to
Yes.
cover up more than a man. Double standard, double standard, double standard. Yeah, get
But
used
it's
to it.
also
You grew up with a double standard.
get a clue into your man's
Google it.
culture.
Google.com. It
Just
is free.
Google.com. Islam.
It's free.
Right. It's like, it's just, and I don't begrudge him
Islam,
that.
crop top or nah. Just
Right.
Google that.
Crop top or not. Bikini or nah.
Right.
You know,
just,
it's
just
like,
Google it real quick.
I don't begrudge him this. This is how he was raised. This is his culture.
Right, but he's also telling her like, no, you can wear whatever you want. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can wear whatever
Well,
you
I
want.
think
No, you
he's
can't.
just afraid to be straight with her because also she's like, well, then you have to go swimming in a burqa, you know, like,
Yeah,
she's
okay.
annoying.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, I know she doesn't get it, but neither did Nicole and
Azan?
no, Nicole, crazy,
Oh,
really short hair robot
Mahmoud.
Nicole. She
Robot
didn't
Nicole.
understand it either.
Listen, we all choose to understand what we don't want to understand. Whatever.
Tracy,
That
you're a fucking poet.
listen, that meant nothing. We
Yeah.
all pick and choose what we choose to understand. That's what I mean.
Tracy, you may as well be Freud.
I am.
No, I know.
Thank you. Let's talk about Rain and Chidi.
Renee.
Renee.
She is psychotic.
Okay, so she's packing to leave,
Mhm.
and she said that he was using her for a visa,
Yeah.
and she's flying home tonight. But she said when she told him that she was leaving, that he said he was coming to see her. Okay, here's the thing. Rain
Well, he's not
Renee-
coming to see her.
Well, I'll tell you, I have a lot more to say about that. But Rain Renee is absolutely bonkers.
No, she's really crazy.
Chidi.
I don't know what about Chidi.
You keep
Quit
coming to see her,
Quit while you're ahead.
but you don't stop.
Right.
So who's the
the
crazy one?
idiot?
Why? Because you don't yell.
Right. So
It's like you're still doing something that's so stupid.
So now you should go there and shower her with gifts.
But do you see what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
know, man. You're kind of losing.
I mean, he's
me.
giving a lot of mixed signals too.
That's what I'm saying. So he comes to see her. He goes with his sister. He said that he has things he wants to say, and you know, she
and Victoria's basically there as security.
like gonna give him space. She's gonna give him space, and Renee approaches him and he says, do you know what he says?
What does he say?
Quote, "You're looking good, man." This is
It's like
if
it's a
anyone's
joke on me here.
Anyone's gaslighting anyone, it's cheating.
Also, guys, stop showing me what it's like to be blind.
I
You
can't
don't
take
have
it
to keep
anymore.
showing me.
I know it's like very like, not so much seeing.
You know what? I'm wondering if their story is going to end, and that's why there's a new story starting.
Right. I see what you're saying. So he brought her a dress, he brought her a necklace, and he brought her earrings. But
yeah,
didn't he just buy her 2 necklaces?
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, of course.
But also, okay, why is he doing it? First of all, I have new cuts on my hand. I have no idea where these came from. Ouch.
Who picked it out?
Who picked this out? Victoria. Did she explain to him what they were? Okay, this is turquoise. This is a square.
I know, but like also she like, watch, this is gonna be really funny. I'm gonna tell him it's necklace and earrings, but it's really 2 necklaces.
Meanwhile, it's 2 necklaces.
Yeah.
I want to know a little more about the dress.
Okay, so I think it's made out of the cloth of like the area.
That's cool.
Like I think it's made out of the family. Also,
I think that's so cool.
Did you, number one, love his sister's top?
Yes, I did.
And number 2, I loved his outfit.
Yeah. They dress so nice.
I'm like, wow, this is fun. Now this is fun.
His
It's
sister's top was so cute.
I know. And when he gave her the dress, I was like, oh man, I wish that was for me. And I hope it's made out of the cloth that he's wearing. Because those are my colors.
He's always very put together.
Yeah.
Like they look so nice.
All right. Well, these necklaces are from Shein.
Yes.
She tells him he's evil. Now, here's the thing. I kind of almost see a little bit because she's like, why do you keep
Because he's
doing
playing
this?
games,
He's
right?
he is playing games.
He is
I'm
playing
sorry,
games.
but he's playing games.
Well, so
And
the
he,
thing is, you don't want to be with her now. You have to keep coming to see her and giving her gifts. What?
right. And he's like, listen, I want to tell you something. I only had a good time with you in the beginning. Now,
Yeah.
that's what you had to get off your chest. It's not very nice, Cheaty.
Right. And
And
you have
then
to come with necklaces to
but
say it.
you're mad that she's upset that you said that.
Well,
Now,
that
her
right.
reaction.
Mhm. I mean, what her reaction in the place, her flipping out.
She said he's a scammer.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to ask you. I don't think that he's doing this for a visa.
Absolutely not. But
Right.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, oh, Cheaty, you lost me by telling her that
Right.
like that because you're trying to be mean now. But
Right.
then it's like, oh wait, you lost me too. And then you're like, I don't care about either of these
Yeah,
people.
right. That's the problem. I'm not invested in either of them.
Right.
But it's like, shitty. Here's the thing. People break up all the time. If
Mhm.
you don't want to be with her, don't be
You
with
stop
her.
it. You stop doing
Just stop
this.
being with her.
Well, she said that he's a scammer, a bitch, and to shut his mouth. And she storms up. And then he says, quote,
Mhm.
I can't believe it. Why?
What can't you believe? What context clues
Thank
led you
you.
to believe this would be good?
Thank you.
Right.
What other time have you talked to her that things went well?
What is the definition of insanity, Cheaty?
Thank you.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm actually hoping their story is over.
Yes, me
I don't
too.
want to see it anymore.
Moving on to Niles and Matilda.
This is interesting too.
So she has to like make him promise that he's going to come back to marry her.
Right.
And they're going to go back to her family's house because yesterday he didn't go inside. They were just having more of a backyard gathering.
He's like, well, nobody invited me inside.
All right. So he goes inside. There's a dirt
Uh-huh.
floor.
Yeah.
This is like the outside is the inside. Like nothing's happening
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah. There's like a tire in a doorway to keep
There's
the
like,
goats
this is
out.
like a shelter from the wind.
Yeah, this is
Not
rough.
good.
This is true poverty.
There's no running water.
Yeah.
Bad conditions. He's very upset. She sleeps on the floor. And he says, quote, it's not how human beings are supposed to live. And then he tells her that it looks like a prison and she is very insulted.
Well, I also think this is all she knows. This is
Yeah.
all she's ever had. But like, okay, guess what, Niles? Do something about it.
Do something about it, Niles.
Do something about it. Because you know what? I bet you have $50 that could go a long way for them.
I know.
Go buy them a mattress.
I know.
Go do something.
I wonder what things cost.
Me too. Because it's almost like, can I send you guys a few mattresses? You know? Yeah.
Right. But it's like, how much would it cost to pave the living room?
Right. Something.
How much would it cost to get running water?
They probably, I mean, well, they must have electricity because they have Wi-Fi.
Right? I guess. Yeah. I mean, she has
It's
to charge her
just-
phone. I
But
don't know.
you know what? And it's like, it does look very large, but it's like there's 4 people sleeping to a room. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know.
Like that's so, this is like true poverty. And it's like,
Mhm.
I've never known anything like this.
No way.
Like, this is sad.
It was
Mhm.
scary. And then we go back into the area where they're preparing the food.
Right.
And I'm assuming this is one of her aunts has
Uh-huh.
her breasticles out
Uh-huh.
and they're blurring them.
Mm-hmm.
That was so funny. That was so funny. So she said that she should have okay, so the one woman, I don't know who
Yes.
the family members are.
I don't know who she is. I'm assuming it's like an aunt or a cousin.
Right. She's like, you should have forced him to marry you.
Oh my
Also,
God.
I
How
gotta tell
funny.
you, yeah,
You probably just could.
you probably just should have.
Yeah.
So they want $249 because they want him to pay for this knocking ceremony food. Now, here's the
And
thing.
they don't want to run out of money. I mean, they don't want to run out of food.
$250 for a 100-person party?
But that's what I'm saying. Hello? Well, how
Not
much
bad.
is the whole wedding gonna cost?
Not bad.
That's not bad.
So she brings him to the market with her and she carries everything on her head.
That's wild. That is fucking wild.
I know. She
That is
talks
cool.
okay. So they talk about how he's quote unquote masking all the time.
No,
Are
he's
we
not.
are we just using this interchangeably for lying?
He's led her to believe that his autism is something different than it is.
Yes, I agree
Yes.
with you. I believe
Mhm.
that he's autistic. I do not believe
Sure.
that I believe that if he's so self-aware of it and can turn it on and off,
Exactly.
then this is not a
No,
problem from his I
No,
don't
I
know.
think he's a bit manipulative.
Masking is lying.
Masking is lying. It's like I know that autistic
Sorry,
people
Noelle. I was
mask.
masking because you know that I'm autistic.
Right. No, no, no,
What?
no. No. Mm-mm.
All right. So she's afraid that he'll leave her because she calls him out on it.
I know, and that makes me sad. That makes me
Yeah.
feel so bad. And he's more like, well, I'm glad you called me out on it because people usually like give up on me,
Well,
which is
she
sad
asked
too.
him for $300 for food, and he is like, "Wow,
He's like, yeah,
what?
I mean, I guess
Wow."
we'll see what we'll come up with. And she's like, she's got to go to the market for the food. So
Right. It's like yes or no.
yeah, you're in or you're out.
So they sit with her brothers, and
Yeah.
she is LOLing about how loud he was yelling at the market. That was
Oh
funny.
my God. And she's like, it wasn't sexy.
So they want his family to zoom in.
But his family isn't supportive of this.
And he's like, "Oh, they're gonna be sleeping." They're like, "Okay, great." So the thing is, you need to like have like, can you have anyone be your fake dad?
Right.
So
And
he's
then
like,
there's
"Oh,
Mr.
Mr.
Ark.
Okay, Mr. Ark runs a center for the disabled,
Right.
and she introduced him to Mr. Ark, and I guess they
Yeah.
were like phone buddies or whatever.
And
But
now
then
they're like kind of friends.
right, but then Matilda said that he's strange and's been rude to her.
Right.
So
So it's
why'd you introduce
I don't
them?
know. It's so confusing to me. That's why I was like, am I missing something here?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Well, let's talk about our brand new friend Joe. He's 34. He's from New Jersey but lives in West Palm, and he's with Magda from Poland. He calls
mm,
himself right off the bat handsome
uh-huh. Yeah, I disagree with that.
and a stud muffin.
I disagree.
All right. Well, Danny, his dad, is grilling this
His
asparagus.
dad is better looking than him.
He is. His dad is grilling this asparagus in a very chaotic way.
Yeah, you think it's like you have a pile of
You have four.
asparagus.
Who? What's?
How is this going to work out?
I don't know. But
I
this
know,
is
I
what I
thought the
will
same thing,
say.
but it's also they're all rolling the manicotti. It's like you don't even say it right. You don't even say it right, and I'm supposed to believe you're Italian.
Well,
What kind of cheese you got? We got goat cheese and Irish cheese. What are you talking
I know
about?
it's like this is
Yeah,
this is a sin.
but that's what I mean. You know, you have mozzarella. Like, what are you
Well,
talking
they
about?
might have mozzarella and they might have a little monaco, but they definitely have spaghetti arms on Joe.
So, yes,
I'm just saying. So he
yeah,
likes to go to bars. He likes to dance.
I know. He likes to drink. He likes to party. He likes
He
to
likes
cook.
money. Okay,
Right,
great. So 5 months ago, he was video chatting with a friend in Miami, and a girl was in the car with her who was visiting from Poland,
right.
and she was going to the airport, and they ended up connecting. They talk all day long now, and he even loves to poop on FaceTime with her.
And she plays volleyball.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was a corrections officer, but she quit because she's going to come to America at some point
Okay.
in her life.
Okay. So that's the thing. You quit very prematurely,
She was like, "Yeah, well, I mean, I talked to him on the phone."
but she's not asking him for money though either.
Okay. Can you imagine?
Uh huh.
I talked to a guy on the
Uh huh.
telephone and I'm like,
Uh,
"Well, I quit my job."
but that's what I mean.
And you're
That's
like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Well, I
crazy.
talked to a guy on the telephone. What do you mean?"
Right.
We talked on
But
the
I'm also not going to ask him to pay my bills.
No, I just want to quit my job for funsies.
Right. Your corrections officer job.
Just saying. So she wants to come to America and she wants a baby, but his family is very skeptical.
Of
I will
course. I
say something.
understand.
I can't say a lot of nice things about these people, but I will say this.
Yeah.
They have fantastic hair.
Oh my God. Especially that one girl with like the
With the
orange
blowout?
dress.
Oh my,
Yes. Yeah.
but all of them,
I know.
they
I
have
know.
very good
They
thick
seem
hair.
nice.
Yes. So he's in Florida now. He's going to be living for Poland. And they make it like he's pulling up to this mansion and they make it like it's going to be his, but it's not because he's a realtor.
Okay. But he also pulled up like to my house.
No, I
You
know.
know?
It's like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, wow. He's like, oh, luxury real estate.
Yeah. Okay.
Shut up.
Relax. Okay.
Shut up.
So he's baking cookies in the house because as realtors do,
Yeah, of
to make the
course.
house smell good.
Mm-hmm.
And she calls him
Mm-hmm.
and they're chatting. She said that she wants to talk to him about something, but they hang up the phone and they don't say, "I love you."
No, they don't.
They
But
say,
they've
"I
only been
miss
talking
you."
for 5 months.
Okay. But she quit her job.
That's okay. So this is what I don't understand. Like they've only been talking for 5 months. They haven't really spoken about being exclusive, but she wants to
Right.
come here and have a baby and she quit her job.
Right.
And they don't say, I love you. He's not even sure if he's in love with her yet.
Right. So he goes to this pool party, I'm assuming at someone else's house,
Yes,
at an
definitely.
Airbnb's house.
These are creatures.
Oh my God. I wrote his
Yeah.
friends are from New Jersey and you can tell.
Yes, they are Jersey.
Okay. He has one friend
Mm-hmm.
that I'm not sure what's
Mm-hmm.
going to happen. I feel like maybe we need to
Uh-huh.
call in some kind of emergency doctor that works with children with cleft palates.
Okay. The girl you're talking about with these,
Mhm.
like the way that she needs these fillers dissolved is
Well, she
ridiculous.
also needs her mouth resolved.
Yeah, it's a
Her
bad
mouth doesn't
time.
close anymore.
I know, but it's also like sags
Right.
too.
But now every
Yeah.
single girl in this scene
Hmm.
has gone to the same doctor.
So the girl Jill just won't stop pouting
Oh my God, sorry,
the
that
whole
noise
time.
happened again.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
The
That
whole time she's like this.
I wish you guys could see us.
She's pouts the whole
Well,
time.
she thought that she was having a photo shoot.
I know she did.
I
I know she
can't
did.
believe this. So now, all right, 2.5, they've been talking for 5 months. 2.5 months
Yeah.
ago, he hooked up with a girl and she asked him, hey, when was the last time you hooked up with someone? And
Hmm.
he was like, 2.5 months ago.
Right.
And she got upset.
So this is like Lauren and Faith.
But
Hmm.
do you think that's how it happened?
How do you think it happened?
Okay, I'm going to explain to you how I think it happened. I think that she talks to him every single day. He
Uh-huh.
conveniently left out the part where he was dating other people.
Right.
He conveniently left out the part that he slept with another girl.
Yeah.
He probably talked to her 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after.
Yeah.
And then she asked him, and she was like, why didn't you tell me? And he's like, what?
Right. I can't hear you.
Right. So it's like, yeah, you
Yeah.
know what you're doing. If you didn't think that you were doing anything wrong, then why wouldn't you have told her that day? You talked to her every
Yeah.
day.
That's true. That is
You
true.
talked to her every day, buddy.
This
So
guy's a
now,
scumbag.
so now he has to share his location. Now, here's the other thing. How do
Yeah.
you know where that is?
Well, so that's the thing. How the hell do you even know where he is by looking at this location?
Right. So we find out that he used to date Jill years ago.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, she's not gonna like that. First of all, the girl is not being jealous. You told
No.
her that you hooked up with someone else, and she's
Right.
like, wow, that's upsetting to me.
I
Now
don't
all of a
think
sudden she never wants him to have a friend. He's not allowed to talk to anyone. Come on.
how is she in the wrong here?
How is she in the wrong? Isn't it
Right.
funny how we twist this?
Always. Man.
Always
He's a
twist this.
man. He's a
Also, used to
man.
date Jill years ago. Maybe don't tell her that. I got to tell you real quick. I would keep that a secret forever.
I would keep it a secret from everyone I know.
No, literally forever.
Also, they dated 7 years ago.
Okay,
I
but stop,
lived
guys.
17 lives since
know.
then.
Well, now they talk more because he's not trustworthy. And they go to the drugstore. She wants some candy. And then
Mhm.
he asked if he should bring condoms. And she gets upset.
Okay, but
Now-
here's the thing. She's like, we're not having sex until I come to the US.
Fair enough.
Okay, here's the thing.
She's
No,
playing the game.
good game. Good angle.
Great game.
Good
No.
angle.
Not just a good game, a great game. But
Yep.
here's the other part.
Yeah.
This is not the first time she's told him this. So him asking her if I should bring condoms, that was just him not respecting what she's told him 5 million times.
Sure, of course. He thought she would change her mind.
Mhm. All right. So
Yeah,
now
he's slimy.
we end this scene with him in a
Weird.
motel. Is this where he lives?
I think that's where he lives.
Oh, Joe, you should sell some better real estate,
I
maybe,
know.
buddy.
I know.
And he is hiding in this motel.
So he has 4 hours till his flight, but he will not answer.
And then 3 hours to his flight.
Yeah, and then 3 hours, and production is calling him, pounding on the door. He's not answering. So we don't know what's going to happen, which I'm sure he's going to fly there tomorrow, but
We'll see what happens. Anyway,
Yeah.
she's very pretty.
oh my God, she's stunning.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
very
that she has
pretty.
these dainty ass little tattoos.
She's so
Yeah.
cute. I can't wait until she sees these Jersey Floridians
Yeah,
and is like, I can't believe I was jealous.
I know. I know, girl.
It's like, hey, if you want to, then just do it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're good.
Mhm.
All right, moving on to Sunny and Vea. Now, I want to say something about Vea.
Uh-huh.
I'm like looking at her and I'm like, I feel like she's on the wrong show.
What show do you think she should be on?
Love After Lockup.
Yeah.
This is a girl that should be on Love After Lockup. There is something off, but there's something
Yeah.
so deeply off that she needs to be on Love After Lockup.
But also, there's a different confessional this episode where she's
Yes.
suddenly in a red dress.
Yes. With good hair.
Yeah, but her face looks totally different.
Yes.
Like what? First of all, she looks all nearly emaciated. But like she got a nose job or something.
Maybe.
Something is very different.
Maybe. So she's playing cricket with his friends. And
Mhm.
basically, his friends are like, oh, you have to convert to Islam.
And she's like, "Well, I didn't know that," but she
And
did
he's
say she was going to cover herself to meet his parents.
right. And then he's like, oh, by the way, she brought her ex.
Wow.
Okay.
But she's like socially off.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. This is a love after lockup kind of girl.
Yeah.
So they go in the pool. They
Mhm.
zoom in on his boobs.
I know they do.
That was so funny. And then they're making out. And, they're working
God,
on
it's
trust
so
issues.
cringy. Tracy, it's so cringy. He's like, "I want you to warm me up."
Oh,
It's
God.
like, "How do you want me to do that?" And then her legs are around his
And then they
crotch.
show her butt.
Yeah, it's like, thanks so much.
Well, they're working on trust issues. So they're going to shower together.
Listen, good for them because he's definitely losing his V card right there and then. So good for him.
Well, God bless Sonny.
Well, Tracy, we were missing a lot of the characters this week.
A lot of the cast and the characters.
I think they'll be on next week. Not that I need to see Brian ever again, but
No, I
they'll
never
be
want
back
to see him
next
again.
week. Yeah.
I know, unfortunately. Yeah, I watched the upcoming attractions of her pulling him like a dog on her bicycle.
I also saw Lauren in his yellow tie. I
Great.
mean, this guy, he has problems.
A lot of problems.
He's got a lot of problems.
Well, so do we.
I have a lot of problems,
Let's
too.
go solve them.
Okay.
Let's go solve them, guys. Make sure you follow the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram. Sorry, I was going to hiccup. On Instagram
I saw that.
and Twitter. Follow the show at Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok and YouTube. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of our upcoming show dates, everything podcast related. And join the group 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk listeners on Facebook. Answer the questions. You can get in, chat with us. Make sure you watch Adrian Appalucci's special, The Dark Queen, on Netflix. And we'll see you next week.
Sounds great.
TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com.